This is Wagner attorney Stuart Erickson, and we are talking about aiding and abetting. So a lot of people are charged with crimes, and they basically come to me and say, but I didn't do it. And I look at the criminal charges, the criminal information, and it charges them with a crime, and it says the words aiding and abetting with so-and-so, and it lists, one other name or other names. And it's very confusing to people, or it can be, because they're like, but I didn't do it. I didn't actually do the crime. Now, but here's what the law says, and what you're going to be stuck with as far as what the law says. The law says all persons, or every person participating in a crime, are equally guilty. Equally guilty. When multiple people are committing crimes, sometimes it's one or two that seem to do the worst things, and there's other people involved that did minimal things, and the law says you all are equally guilty because you've participated in the crime. Now, one of the most obvious and kind of famous and cartoon and movie and Hollywood versions of this would be the classic bank robbery, where you have four people in a car, three of them with guns, one a driver. They pull up to the bank. Three people with the gun go into the bank, hold everybody up, get the money, come back in the car, and the getaway driver dashes off with everybody in the car. So guess what? In that scenario, that getaway driver is just as guilty as the person going in with the guns into the bank. And the driver may say, I didn't even go in. I didn't even go into the bank. But of course, there was a plan. Obviously, that driver aided them. Aided, encouraged, and it was with the intent, if the facts are all true, that money is taken from that bank. So that getaway driver is called a principal of the crime just as much as the person that went in with the bank. So again, it's aiding, promoting, encouraging that crime. So obviously the getaway driver is aiding in the crime because the bank robbers aren't going to have to run away on foot. They have somebody waiting for them. So again, the law counts them all equally guilty. Now, there is an exception to that, as there are with most things, and the exception is kind of called merely standing by. So even with knowledge that other people may commit a crime, if you are somewhere near and you are just standing by and you don't aid, encourage, or do anything at all to help that crime be committed, then you would not be guilty. You would be just merely standing by. To be guilty of a crime, of course, you have to have some level of participation. So again, if you can show you're merely standing by, you would be found not guilty. And again, all of these are always going to be fact issues. It's not going to be a judge deciding this. If these cases are taken to trial, to a jury trial, the state under this aiding and abetting would try to prove that this defendant did something to encourage, aid, promote, do something to help the crime. And if you're the defendant, you would say, man, I all of a sudden I knew they were going to do it and I had nothing to do with it. I backed away, I backed off, I had nothing to do with it. And then a jury decides, well, what's the truth? And then a verdict is rendered. So if you have any questions about this, reach out to me, Stuart Erickson at WagnerLawyer.com. Thank you.